Hi there, this is haddowinc,
And VicStar.
and we decided that for Christmas 2013 we'd do a commentary on one of our episodes, and where better to start than the first episode? We totally didn't just have a failed recording of a commentary for episode 19.
Totally. Now, the reason that we chose Banjo-Kazooie in the first place is that it's such an awesome game from the Nintendo 64. Is personally think that one and Link Ocarina of Time are the two main games. Not just saying because they're the only games I actually owned on the Nintendo 64, but because they were.
Well, most
pretty
of the
damn awesome.
yeah, most of the others were mine or my brother's. But I think
I chose the best ones.
It was all the inspiration, because back in those days we only watched the two series. We watched Adam West Lapdog's Ocarina of Time Abridged,
which is awesome.
which inspired the fact of doing a video game. And we watched Little Karibo's Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged.
Which
I think,
inspired doing a bridge in the first place.
well, it inspired most everyone.
Yeah.
Um,
But yeah, we went for Banjo-Kazooie because no one. Well, we wanted to go for something that no one else had done. We didn't want to be walking in people's footsteps or.
yeah, there was.
Copying
I think there
jokes.
was one series, but it hadn't updated for a while.
So we
and-
thought, get in there.
Yeah, we had the ideas. We had the.
Voices, and we had the know-how.
Well, we didn't have much of the know-how. We were
No.
the first.
As you can tell by the audio in this thing, it's
Well, this is the Redux version. This is going over, but the original, we recorded it on that very flimsy little headset
yeah.
I had.
That was connected to the computer.
That was connected into the microphone cable, so it had so much static. And the video was just, you could see the Hypercam 2 label in the top corner all the time. And yeah, it was a starting point. I mean,
Everyone's got to start somewhere.
yeah, to be honest, I'd potentially redo this episode again, but I don't see the point at the moment.
Definitely as we'll, maybe at the end of
Yeah,
Tui as like an extra. But at the moment we're halfway through Tui, so halfway, near the end.
a little bit into. We're
Well,
we're in level 1.
halfway.
Just gonna do levels 2 to 8 in one episode. Just no, we're not actually gonna do that.
No. Right, we decided from early on, me and haddowinc here, decided that he would be all the boy characters and I'd be all the girl characters, for obvious reasons. But once we couldn't really decide what gender the objects were, kind of like the bucket bay,
Rusty bucket bag.
rusty bucket, the bucket.
That's
what gender is that?
That's level 2. That's just a bucket.
Yeah, so it was basically, do you sound most like that, or do I sound most like that? You do. Let's go with that one. And just tried out voices.
Yeah. I think VicStar, it was you that suggested early on. You went, what voice should we give Banjo-Kazooie?
We
And
tried
then-
out a few,
And then VicStar ultimately decided that she would forget Kazooie's voice
which I
if
have
it wasn't
done.
if it wasn't her regular speaking voice.
I think the Jinjo King from Banjo-Kazooie, I forgot what he sounded like. What other characters have I forgotten what they've sounded? I think I've even forgotten what Grunty sounds like.
I think,
And we've had to go back over past recording.
Grunty has a gap of a few episodes,
where
and then
she
when we were
changes a bit.
recording, we had to listen to the audio from episode 1, and VicStar just sat there and went, "Oh yeah, that was it, wasn't it?"
I was like, that's the one. We got it.
I think Bottles ended up being your standard
Nice.
comic relief character.
Yeah, the
With
one
your
you don't mind
standard-
killing off. Spoilers. Yeah.
With your standard comic relief character voice. Tooty, I think, is the only one that sounds actually, Tooty and Grunty sound quite a lot like their actual
But
voices.
that was inspired by
their sound clips in the
definitely
game.
all her stuttering and stuff like that. It made sense. Definitely as
Yeah.
Tooty wasn't really in many of them. And of course Grunty, she had to sound like a witch. So
Yeah.
it made sense at the time. And it seemed to have worked,
Yeah.
hasn't it? And then Banjo, of course, is your typical lazy ass.
Yeah. Well, shit, we're at the end of the episode already.
I
But-
hope you've enjoyed this commentary.
Yeah.
And we might put out a couple more in the future.
Yeah.
See how it goes.
Yeah. I hope you enjoyed this commentary. Episode 5 will be made
In due course.
in due course, probably in January someone.
In the next 5 seconds. Woo!
No. Anyway, thanks guys. Bye.
Bye. Thanks for supporting us.